Hey, I have a Kawasaki mule, and this company sent me these to try out on our mule to see how they go and how to install them. So I'm gonna try to do this myself. We'll see how it goes. It came with 2 side mirrors, which is super exciting. Trying to back it out of the garage around kids' toys and my husband's car. That'll be nice to have. And then a rearview mirror. So this is gonna be pretty cool. Watch as I navigate trying to put this on. I don't think it's gonna be too hard, but we will check it out and see. So it looks like this one's gonna go on this one. So take this off. It says we will pop this part off. Let's see. I'm gonna use this to pop out this part. This part's just supposed to pop out. I should use something like that to pop it out, but let's see. That's the exact same pieces that I have. Let's see. I'm just not poking it hard enough. So there's a little rivet right here that I'm trying, like I popped off that piece, and now I'm trying to like pop that out so I can release this part and put on there. It's tight, but I mean it needs to be, because you got to have it tight to be able to keep it so it's not falling off when you're off roading going through the woods. So there we go. I got it to start coming out. Let's see. That loosened it. Might have to get some pliers. Nope, it popped right out. Just with a little more pull. Let's see here. So we're going to put this on, I think like this. So I think this will readjust and I can turn this stuff once I get it placed on the mule. We'll see. So let's put this back on here like so. And we'll pop this rivet back in. Just like so. So I put this on. Whoops, I missed the hole. Pull this back out. So I'm literally just putting this back into here. And you can see this goes back in. So I'm gonna drop it and break the mirror, but put this on like this, like so. Okay, the rivet just went right back in, and then it says to tighten this to make it so it will stay on. So it came with all these tools. I haven't had to get anything out of the toolbox yet, so that's nice. I'm just tightening this part right here. And I may have this too high. Let's bring this down. I feel like it needs to be about right there. Yeah. Bring it up way too high. Let's put it up about right here. I think this will be good. Let me get it tight, and then I'll show you closer what I'm doing once I get this a little tighter. I'm really excited to have these mirrors on here. This is going to be such a game changer. I know we have an older mule, but this will work for the other styles of mules as well. It don't have to just be this older age of mule, because it just fits right around the roll cages, which is nice. My parents actually have a newer Kawasaki mule that we can place these on as well. The good part is I can move it back and forth on different things that don't have to just be on this. And once it's on, it can come off. It's not like it has to stay on. So that's kind of a good thing too. But okay, I got this tight. Sorry, took a little bit tightening that part. So I tightened that. I'll show you. Grab the camera so I can show you what I did. So I took this. So this part right here was what I was just tightening, because it was loose, so it tightened the other part. I put the rivet back on, and now that I have that, I am going to try adjusting this so it's not tilted up at the sky. So let's do that next. I'll sit you back right here. Oh, let me get my camera. I'm getting tight by a yellow jacket. Let's see about adjusting this part, which I need this tool for. But I love how it has all the tools I need right here. righty tighty, loosey, lefty loosey. So let's go loose so I can loosen it a bit so I can turn. Oh yes, nice. And then, but I feel like I have it. Yes, I should have checked that out before I tightened it, because I should have had it more turned this way. But hey, it's good to know now, because now it's like that. And I love how these are gonna go in like that. But I see what I did wrong. I just gotta loosen and do that. But I do have that now where it needs to be, which is nice. So now I'm just going to actually loosen this a bit. I don't have to do it a whole lot because I'm not really having to move it. I'm just gonna twist it. And then this can go up more like that. And I think, let me sit so I can kind of see. Oh yeah, perfect. So now that I have that, I am going to tighten it back where I had it. So let's tighten it back. Okay, I got that on there pretty tight. I need to tighten this piece as well. Tighten this piece as well. That's the part I use to kind of turn it and adjust it. So I need to tighten that part now. So let me put you where you can see. Sorry, I'm trying to keep the camera where you can see it as well. All this. And as you can see, I am not a mechanical person. Yes, I can do some stuff, but I mean, this kind of work is not my forte. So anybody can do this if I can. But I like how these do this. They kind of move on that. That's going to be really handy. That was very easy to do. I mean, what I do, put that together in like 6 minutes. That was pretty sweet. Stay with me. We're going to now put on the rearview mirror and the other side mirror. Okay, so if you're still with me, I'm now putting on the other side rearview mirrors. We got these from a company to try putting these on. I'm doing this myself. This is not my forte, and I'm figuring this out. So if I can do it, you can do it. Super easy to do. I've already got the other one on. Now I'm putting on this one. I've already popped this little thing off the back, took out the little rivet tool right here, popped it out so I can pull this out so I can put this mirror on. So let's do this one. So let's see about doing this one. So I went around like that like before. Make sure I'm not too high this time, because last time I was a little too high for it. So we're gonna pop this back in here. Grab my rivet. Make sure it's in. Pop that little dude back in. Got him in. And then I'm going to, I think it's about the same height. So I think this needs to go about like so, and I will go ahead and tighten it. Let's go ahead and tighten this and see if we can get it tightened. Wrong way. Righty tighty, loosey lefty. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. I don't know about y'all. I have to say that every single time. I guess if this is something you're just doing every single day, you wouldn't, but for me it don't come naturally. I have to say it pretty often. So this is very loose. Like I said before, it can fit on a lot of different types of UTVs. I have a Kawasaki Mule, kind of an older one, but hey, it still runs, still does its job. We're just gonna dress it up a little, put some little side mirrors and rearview mirror on it. Let's see. I'm throwing my equipment out, but let's see, now that I have it tight enough, I can use two hands, makes it go a little faster. So I think I got this one about on. I do feel like it needs to turn a little bit. Let me go in and loosen this part like I did last time, just to be sure it's exactly where I want it. That's about right. And then I'll turn this a little bit more. Okay, it's still very loose. I feel like I've been turning this thing forever, but make sure it's on tight so we're not bouncing around and then the rearview mirror is falling off as we're going through the woods. Sometimes we let my sun helped drive, and whew, might hit some bumps, run over some tree limbs. Okay, I think I have that on there pretty tight. So I got that on. That side mirror, let me see over here. But the good thing is, like, I can still move this on in and stuff, so that'll be good. I can still adjust that. I think that'll be good. Pop this little piece back on. Get a little cover and pull the plastic off later. So I got this one on. I did that one even quicker. I did it in like 3 minutes. Now let's do the rearview mirror. Now I'm ready to put the rearview mirror on. I got the side mirrors on. Same idea. You just unscrew this. This little part opens up, so you got this band. I'm going to wrap this band around through here. The problem is we do have a little roof on this, which is fine. I think it'll slide right up under it. It does, just like so. And then I'm going to pull that back together. And then put this little doohickey in through here. Let me get that screw. So this just goes in through here and just screws in and to the other side, and you just keep spinning it. It's the same idea as the other one. It's just a smaller Allen wrench, I think these are called. Like I said, I am not your go-to person for knowing the names of all this thing. This is not something I do. I am not this kind of a person, and I am putting this thing together by myself. And you know what? Anybody can do it if I'm doing it. So I did that part. That's as tight as it will go, but now I'm going to tighten this part as well. But you know what? Before I get it too tight, like I learned with the side mirrors, let's make sure I have this positioned right. So I think this just comes off like this. Take this little piece off. And actually, I think he should go down. I think he goes farther down. Yeah. That little dude goes down in there. That little nut dude. Put him on down. And then I'm going to screw this on a little bit so I can kind of see, like, if I have this, how, I just want to know, like, I need to be able to see, okay, it needs to be about, I need to tilt it as far back as possible. That's kind of what I wanted to know, so I'm not like I'm getting it on tight and then realizing, oh, it's tilted way too far. So let's see. Let's tighten this little dude. It has a ways to go, same as with the side mirrors, but you know, it can be used on any type of UTV with a roll cage and stuff. So mine has some smaller poles for its roll cage, I guess you would call it. So it takes a little more to tighten it. So bear with me while I tighten this. I think this is what I've spent the most time on, is just tighten these little things, but hey, we're about there. It's been very easy to install. Okay, that's on. Now let's screw this mirror in. So I'm gonna do like so. I won't do that because that undoes my nut I just put in there. So I'm just gonna twist it around, pull it on. Okay, I'm gonna twist it just a little bit more. Good thing is I have that nut that's in there, so I think that'll tighten it even more. And then I think this part, little thing, tightens it as well. Yeah. Yes, that little nut I had before that I put down there, that allows me to tighten it real good, and then I can do that. And look, I now have my rearview mirror, I have my side mirror, and I have my other side mirror. That was pretty simple. I did that myself. Proud of myself. If I can do it, you can.